Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm Indoor Wonder, and today I will begin streaming Spider-Man. New Game Plus, so this is going to be fun, hopefully. So, here we go. I played this game twice, because one time I lost my save data, so that's fun. I'm gonna go with... yeah, we're gonna go with Amazing. Even though it is New Game Plus, but... we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, hopefully it's not that bad. I know you get a trophy for if you do it on Amazing. I mean, excuse me, on Ultimate, but I don't want to explode into a fit of rage because I just got off a game in which I did do that. I was playing Infinity Ward's Call of Duty Modern Warfare on Veteran. One of the most insane, unrealistic games ever. Somehow I managed to plow through the game somehow, but it was not fun. But yeah, this game takes a lot of nods from the Arkham series. Be that good or bad. I think that's good because Marvel's never really done anything like this before. And I think it takes a lot of, I don't want to say inspiration, but a lot of sort of points from the MCU. Younger Peter, well, older Peter Parker, but younger. Some of the other characters are younger, but it works, mostly. And I love that they just sort of, the characters are the same characters, but it's just, some of them are just, they're in different places in the game, I suppose. Norman is the mayor, yeah, stuff like that. And the music here is very good. I don't think it deserved an award or anything, but it's very good standout. Very Elfman, Danny Elfman-like.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Fisk?
He has his Spidey undies on. It's one of the game, or the parts of the game gets right is that whole drama with Peter Parker, like that rent due, kind of bumbling around.
SWAT is 1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
And they tell it a lot very visually. Nope, sorry, gotta change this costume. I do not like it. Don't like having that yet. Sorry. We shall not be running around with that. Really like these swinging mechanics. It's very fluid. But also,
Captain Watanabe.
Did you take him down yet?
No.
It's just-
We're at Fisk Tower,
oh no, it's
but
just so
still
smooth.
waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
You know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by the book.
Come on, Yuri. I've been waiting 8 years for this.
You really want to help? Head to Times Square. Sounds like his guys are trying to keep my backup from reaching the scene.
You got it. Almost there.
I had no idea who this character was, Yuri Watanabe, but upon further inspection, she's actually a very recent addition to Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. Spoiler alert, but because I have a feeling that's going to come back into this series if they make
hello?
more.
Parker, where are you?
I love
Must
how
drive
that's
to the demonstration at least once
called
before the
work
Grand
and
Committee arrives.
his actual name
Yes.
is not
Sorry.
listed.
Yes, dealing with a personal issue. I'll be in soon. Promise.
There's a
Better wrap
reason
this
why.
up quick, then get to my real job. Looks like Yuri called in the cavalry.
And the sounds of gunfire is always good to hear. Graphics are very, very good in this game.
Bring in the hammer.
I also installed all of the DLC as well, so I will probably end up playing those as well. With this game, I might stream for kind of a max of like 2 hours, so however far I get in 2 hours is going to be where I have to stop for the night. I won't stream again tomorrow, but I will stream probably Tuesday night. And then later on, probably Wednesday as well. Might stream for a large portion of next week.
Morning, guys. Who's ready for their hot, fresh cup of bodily harm?
Ah, these tutorials.
Gotta
Hate
warn
them.
ya, I'm feeling punchy today. Next customer. This doesn't look good.
Somebody just shoot him!
Did not mean to do that.
Man, Fisk has a lot of guys on his payroll.
Oh, didn't mean to do that either. I thought he had a gun. Similar to the Batman Arkham games, guns are some of the most annoying things in this game. Well, no, I take that back. It is not the most annoying thing. The characters that have RPGs are the most annoying thing in this
Be
game.
there soon.
Handled with the most complete
Okay, Yuri,
and utter
all done.
disregard
What's
for logic and
Yuri?
actual
Yuri!
human like action. It's
Fisk wouldn't go
they
quietly.
will shoot at you point blank range with an RPG. That is one of the most annoying, and that is a big fault with this game. I think that the enemy AI is absolutely horrendous in this game. In those kind of matters, there are some villains that are right, but for the most part, certain enemy types are stupid, and that's just bad.
Get more backup. And lock down the airspace.
Yuri, you okay?
If he makes it out of that building, we're gonna lose
You know,
him.
I'm gonna go,
I've never been to New York City. Neither am
Do
I
your thing.
close enough to really keep up with it. But I imagine that war zones like this aren't a daily occurrence. They only in the Marvel universe.
Heads up! Hey, where you going? Cat! I'll clear a path. Follow me! Get out of here, Spider-Man!
And what's so baffling about this is that this beginning is so cheery, and yes, we know this.
Sorry to break it to you, but
And
you
it just,
do not
you
got
know,
this,
it's so
buddy.
heroic. And as the game progresses, it gets a little more somber.
Thanks for the confidence,
I'll say
boost,
dark,
guys.
but a little more foreboding. And the DLC for this game, well, I'll get to it, but it's not that. I mean, it's good, but it's not that good. Like, the first part was good, and the second part was good. The third edition was just absolutely unnecessary and just bland. I will commend them for bringing in one of my favorite C-list, D-list Spider-Man villains, that being the Hammerhead, but alas.
Down, down, down! Gotta take those shooters out.
If I was you, I'd run.
Yay.
I think that's all of them.
Come on, come on! They shut the elevators down! Take the stairs!
I prefer a more direct approach.
Spider-Man, status.
Heading to the upper floors and hoping nobody turns on the elevators.
Our choppers are taking fire. Looks like Fisk has armed men on every floor.
He's desperate.
And he's hitting us with everything he's got.
I have to find him and end this.
Not yet. We just picked up chatter. They're wiping all their data servers. We need that evidence if we want to put him away for good.
Okay, server room it is. Call from May. Better answer. Hi, Aunt May.
What is all that noise?
Watching a superhero movie. What's up?
I just wanted to make sure we're still on for dinner tomorrow night.
Totally. Listen, I gotta go.
Well, okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Well. And for a moment I thought my game glitched out because she was like, what was that noise?
Hostiles, next door up!
That's my cue.
Spider-Man!
One thing I will give this game props for is the whole physics element to it. How these characters will go flying through the air when you hit them. That's always fun. And I really want to get rid of these infernal tutorial blips. That is the most annoying thing ever.
Stand down!
Gotta find that server room before there's no evidence left. If I go in this way, they'll destroy all the evidence. I should look for a sneaky way in. There we go.
It's always another way.
Like my own private ventrance.
I hate puns. I
This may
hate
be a dirty criminal.
puns.
He has remarkably clean air vents.
Hurry up. Boss wants everything erased. Can't make it delete any faster.
kind of think the same way about the Arkham games. I like how the air vents are conveniently large enough to house,
So cute when
you
they're
know,
oblivious.
a body.
Halfway there. Need another minute or two.
That's just me being incredibly nitpicky.
Is this tech support? I forgot my password.
Of course, I always do that. There's like a solid, 5 feet between me and the bad guy, and I'm sitting here doing kung fu kicks.
Stalin!
I thought the IT guys at my last job were rude.
You don't...
Gotta access that console before everything's gone. Let's see just how good their security is. Aw, you guys forgot the latest kernel patch.
Hiding so. Cowardly. Even for you.
Says the guy frantically erasing his search history.
After all these years, you're still just an ignorant child.
True, but that's part of my charm, isn't it?
Damn you. Get that door down now! Get past him.
Destroy everything.
Look around you. I did this.
Oh,
What have you ever done?
got a good hit on me.
Well, there was that time I took down a pompous, overstuffed crime lord before breakfast.
Without me, the scum I kept in check would run rampant. It would be your fault.
Been a long, tough road, Fisk. Almost sad to see it end.
Mere prelude.
We'll get ready for the main event. Yuri, an explosion just...
I saw it. Fisk could have the whole place wired. I'm sitting in a bomb unit.
I'll make sure no one gets in their way.
Yeah, the penguin, wow. It shows you where my mind is right now. The Kingpin in this game is a little bit more like he is in the comics, as opposed to the way he's presented in the Marvel Daredevil TV show.
It's clear.
Which I enjoyed those shows while they were still going, but
Hey guys.
I don't know,
guess
I think
bombs are part of Willie's getaway
they
plan?
tried to be a little bit more, less comic booky and more TV showy, which worked sometimes. Sometimes it was stupid. Or it wasn't handled very well, I suppose. A lot of the writing was kind of uneven story and whatnot.
Everyone clear out! Evacuate the building!
I heard more people back that way.
I'll find them. I'll lift it. When you're free, get out fast. If you can walk, help the injured. Got it?
Nope. It's clicking triangle from Uncharted. Oh.
Go, go, go!
Thank you. He did it. Let's go.
Okay, Willie. Coming your way.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
How we doing, Captain?
Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing.
And no one to chase him if he flies away.
Why do I get the feeling that's what he was planning all along?
Because he probably was.
He is the Kingpin. Kingpin of crime.
Damn. Yuri, get EMTs up here, fast!
We're trying.
Oh no, there they are, my favorite enemies in the game. Could have easily have swung that back toward him, which I might do that in a few minutes.
More rockets? A little excessive, don't you think?
Oh wow. Like, see right there, that guy was about to shoot a rocket at me. And I was less than, what, 5 feet away from him.
Is it National Rocket Day or something?
That is just one of the most inherently stupid things in this game. I will never understand it.
Man, how'd the bomb squad guys get through this?
I never really got the whole parkour aspect of this game.
Settle down. I've got enough for everybody. No. Okay, room is clear. Bomb squad must be somewhere ahead. Hope they're okay.
Guess you'd better hope that they're ahead. They may not be.
We were just about to call for backup.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Heads up, boss.
Yep. I don't think that the Kingpin
So you guys were
knocked out those guys. I'm pretty sure they were paid
I'll
off.
get that image out of my head.
Sounds like a Kingpin move.
So your plan didn't work. On to plan B, getting kicked in the face.
See, you couldn't actually do that early on in the game. You had to dodge all the bullets, but...
Hey Yuri, looks like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll. Good news is, they were Willie's last line of defense. I'm right outside his office.
Take him down, now.
With pleasure.
Seems to have a very interesting fascination with the whole Japanese decor, as it were. There he is. Yeah, I have a feeling they, well, the others didn't borrow, but it seemed like they were really shooting for a...
Writing your memoirs?
I don't know, he
Don't
really
forget
evokes
the
the
hyphen
Penguin to me
between
from the Batman
Spider and
Arkham
Man.
games, but
Get the chopper ready.
that's
I
kind
won't be long.
of stupid. He's bald, and he's a big guy, but Penguin's short.
I'm surprised you made it this far. But your foolishness ends now.
You do know I can still see you, right?
8 years of this insolence.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have.
Oh no.
It's reloading.
What are you doing? How is this happening?
What's wrong, Willie? You seem angry.
I will
Seems-
destroy you!
Pretty
Take your best
pretty simple
shot.
as to why it's happening.
and open it.
I do like his black suit though. It's a nice, refreshing change of pace from his usual white suit. Possibly taken from the Netflix
You are everything that's wrong with this
shows.
city!
Huh. I was gonna say the same to you.
You know what to do, man! Surround him!
Yeah, I don't like the whole costume aspect of this game. At least whenever you did New Game Plus and Batman Arkham Knight, like the costume would actually change with the game. That was not supposed to happen.
Trained to fight, so fight! I don't want excuses! No! I'm imbecile!
That was smart. Yeah, I don't know about any of this. I'm sure he would have died.
Serious now? Yeah, maybe later. Finally off to Rikers, huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot! I'm the one who kept order in this city! 1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
The Kingpin is heading to prison. End of an era. I feel like I should celebrate. Maybe take a vacation.
The one thing that I'm not going to do in this playthrough is the side missions. Not all of them, but most of them I'm going to ignore.
Parker, where are you? The committee will be
The
here
collectible
soon.
stuff, if
Need to run an
there's,
equipment
if,
check.
you know, the birds
I'm almost
and
there.
all that
Blocks
kind
away.
of stuff. I'm not going to go through all that.
Guess I'll just do it
I'll go
myself.
through the story-based
Yo,
ones,
it's not safe.
but I'm not going to go through the whole.
Gotta love Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it gets him into trouble. Better get there before he hurts himself.
Anything else. I'm just gonna try to stay focused on the stories. I remember when I played this mission, I think it was, or this part of the mission, I was shocked to find out who he works for. But it kind of makes sense, and I like how the game almost doesn't make that big of a deal over it. It's a nice, once it's a twist, but it's a nice kind of connection, I suppose, that these two characters share. I mean, obviously, I thought it was, you know, he's a doc, so obviously there's one major doc that, you know, Peter's close to. Dr. Connors. Well, this isn't him.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah, Dr. Octavius' story in this game is very, very
He started without me.
The grant
captivating
committee's director will
and
be here
emotional.
soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can
He almost
handle
seems like a kind of quaint villain, almost, to be used in this game. Usually people would shoot for the stars with like Green Goblin or someone, but starting off with Dr. Octopus is a very interesting and
Maybe we should abort.
move that kind of pays off.
Hold on! Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
Is anyone hurt?
No, it was all my fault.
The energy levels exceeded our expectations. From a certain viewpoint, that's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you, in the next phase...
That's one of the good things
Let's
this
not get
game
ahead of
does,
ourselves.
is it at least incorporates Peter Parker into this
Is
story.
there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Most other Spider-Man games are predominantly Spider-Man
Maybe you should
games.
take the
Peter
rest of the day
Parker
off, Peter.
doesn't even really
But we'll talk later.
feature. In fact, come to think of it, one of my favorite Spider-Man games, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, didn't even have Peter Parker in it at all. Huh. It's very interesting.
That was
But
a
this game at
disaster.
least
How could
makes the effort
daycare
to
have
include him.
failed? I know Doc said take the day off, but I have to figure out what went wrong. Ooh, you are in bad shape, little guy. Let's see what's wrong with you.
Ah yes, here comes some of the more annoying puzzle-based gameplay of the game.
Circuit burned out. Damn it. If I had been here to do the pre-check, I would have caught this.
I don't know why, but this music that plays here for some reason reminds me of the music in GTA 5. I do not know why. The whole little the old piano piece that plays for some reason reminds me of that. Kind of funny.
Got it.
2 more components.
Okay, need to reroute servo control.
No.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay, what next?
I think there are maybe multiple
Now
ways to do
balance
some
the
of these.
voltage.
These are just like silly. There's no like repercussions for what you do here, so it's just kind of silly. Like, I always do this. Okay, so that's wrong. Well, that's gotta stay there. So, do that.
Finished.
Yeah. Sometimes I plot the entire thing, and when I don't feel like dealing with negatives, I just start plugging and chugging.
Let's see if that worked. Good as new. Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now. Love the coffee at work. God bless that grant money.
I also think it's kind of cool that Octavius isn't some big giant multi-millionaire. There's a reason why, but
Today's the day. Grant review. We're ready. The work has progressed at a remarkable pace. I honestly never thought we'd get the tensile actuator back to an acceptable tolerance. But Parker, the boy has an eye for guerrilla science like none other. Just as I was ready to order a custom machine replacement part, he returned from the hardware store with a bottle of solvent and a toothbrush. Bang! Actuator problem resolved. The boy is a genius. A chronically late genius. It's already 10 after. Where is he? Surely he couldn't have forgotten today's review.
Sorry I let you down, Doc.
This board always changes. I think this is the first time I actually looked over here and saw this. Interesting. Alright, these are also kind of
Doc was testing a new contact
annoying
material for the prosthetic. Hydrogel polymer composite. Strong, but there's a lot of impedance. Better tell Doc to keep looking for other materials.
At least he's helpful. You listen to some kind of smooth music here.
I should get out of here before I screw things up for Doc even more.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other stuff to explore, but I'm just going for the playthrough. Not gonna go for the in-depth discovery. I've already did most of that anyway. But yeah, back to the whole Peter Parker thing. I think it was kind of interesting how this game does that. And even in the Batman Arkham games are very Batman-centric and not Bruce Wayne-centric. That's kind of interesting point, I suppose.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment. He's in the raft.
That's kind of weird.
Joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest. Fisk should be honored. That's a steamed company.
Can you swing by the precinct? Got an issue that could benefit from your unique skill set.
For you, Yuri? Anything. I'm on my way.
Yeah, I kind of understand why he was sent to the raft. He doesn't really have superpowers, but...
Huh. Looks like Jameson's got a new episode out. Wonder what my #1 fan thinks about the Fisk takedown.
No. J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams. Wow. J. Jonah Jameson, essentially the Alex Jones of the Marvel Universe here. Equally incompetent, full of conspiracy theories, and an overall degenerate human being, but I digress.
No personalizations, don't ask, not gonna get it. Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, alerting you to the threats you don't even know about. Let's dive right into the calls. Speak.
Okay, so not for nothing. You gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss is good for everyone.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer? Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
No, I'm a plumber.
Oh, good. Then fix my toilet and shut up! Let me explain something to you about crime bosses. As soon as one goes down, every punk with a gun, a tracksuit, and a drawer full of gold chains decides he's the next.
Oh, that's not racist at all.
We're gonna have a gang war in the streets, but does that whip-headed moron give a damn? Of course not. He got on TV. That's what counts.
Yeah, well, I can get copper pipe without paying kickbacks now. So until that gang war starts, I'm on the webhead side.
And you'll be singing a different tune when 3 new mobs are lining up to charge you triple for that same pipe. Or just break your legs. Goodbye!
Someday, Jonah. I'm gonna get you to say something nice about me. Someday.
Yeah, this is essentially Spider-Man's Commissioner Gordon character.
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? Here anyway.
I see what you did there.
We spent too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Until an hour ago. The system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline.
Inside job?
Maybe. I'll figure it out later. Right now, we need to get the towers back online. Fast.
And you called me? Aw, that's sweet.
I called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled and we have no idea how to fix it.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
I thought you trusted me. Let's take a look at this tower. Input bands have been shifted. Subtle.
Wow. There we go. I haven't went out to those boats before, but I've heard it's quite the nightmare.
Not just a pretty mask, huh?
Whatever you did, any chance you could do it to the other towers?
Sure, but just so you know, I had to sync up with the tower to fix it. I'm seeing all crime data in the area now. Looks like there's a break-in happening near me.
Great. I've got units nearby.
Don't bother. I'm on it.
What's a Spider-Man game without some freeform crime fighting?
Watch my back.
Pretty sure these guys didn't forget their keys.
So, let's make this
Okie dokie.
eat his man. Quick, crush him! Get closer off! Not how we planned it.
Yay.
Okay, wrapped up.
Thanks for that. Now I'm seeing an assault near you.
You're in luck, Yuri. Your favorite tough but lovable grizzled seen-too-much detective is in town.
What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that any...
Spider Cop.
Please, no.
That plays back into the game later. Or continues to
So
play into
you're
the
the
game.
snitch.
Back off, creep.
Yep, she's the one.
I said back off! Leave me alone!
Keep it quiet, lady.
Don't touch me! Help! Help! Police!
Get away from her!
Heads up, Spider-Man!
He was very effective as a combatant.
Walk away now, or she's dead.
Let me go!
All clear, ma'am.
I knew Jameson was wrong about you. You're a little weird, but you got a good heart.
Have you got somewhere to go?
I can take care of myself.
I'm sure you can, but just in case, there's a place called the Feast Center.
Seen it. I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes in the city, hands down.
Mom used to make those. Haven't had any
Wheat cakes?
in a long time.
I may have had one
I'll
of
check
those
it out.
before. They don't sound too
Thanks.
delicious.
Spider guy.
But what do I know?
It's Spider-Man. Oh well. Should be able to spot the next tower from up there. From his elevated position, Spider Cop spies his destination. A second surveillance tower.
Are you narrating yourself?
What? No! Of course not! The Chief never did understand Spider Cop. Thought he was a loose cannon.
Already regretting this.
His humor is very good in this game. Sometimes writers overdo the Spider-Man humor, but this one's good.
I can modify these towers to track more than just crimes.
Good news is that there are no, oh, never mind, there's a backpack, but I don't think it matters.
Score. Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby.
This one is mandatory though, so I guess it makes sense to introduce you to the backpacks. I like that they are all somehow tied to Spider-Man.
Wow.
Stuffed animals,
One of my old backpacks
old
from
equipment,
high school.
villains.
dots to these.
One of them was actually the Sandman, if I'm not mistaken. He was sucked up into some sort of a container, and
Wonder how many of these are scattered around the city.
oh, never mind. They're still out there. I'm not going to touch them. There's no need for that mess. Yeah, I don't have time for it. But I thought
Still
that was
there?
kind of fun.
Got a robbery a few blocks away.
Spider Cop's on it. Part man, part spider, all cop.
Robbery. Never a dull moment.
Spidey? Open the safe! Do it!
Hey, fellas.
Ah! Spider-Man! Shoot him!
Oh, we got a fighter.
Guys, if you worked this hard at a legit job, you wouldn't need to be criminals.
I don't think that was supposed to happen. Not complaining though.
All right, Yuri. I'm gonna repair the last Chinatown tower now.
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Been doing a little thinking, Yuri. Policing's a young man's game, and Spider Cop, well, he's no spring chicken.
Please be going where I think you're going.
As of today, Spider Cop is officially retired.
Oh, thank God. I need a drink.
We'll all drink tonight, Yuri. Drink to the memory of Spider Cop's tireless... Yuri? Yuri, you there? Guess the emotion of the moment overwhelmed her.
From Pier 4 now, show us about
Not good. Can't have people taking pictures of my 3 chest hairs.
Actually, that's kind of funny
Tools I need for
because
suit repair at the lab.
that plays back into
Wonder if
his.
Dr. Octavius has left for the day.
You get a trophy, or not trophy, but if you complete all of the side missions and 100% completion of the game, basically, you get a
Doctor,
trophy of
how did it go with the committee?
or
I'm
a
so
costume
sorry I
of
screwed things up.
him wearing nothing but his underwear and his mask. Don't know if it's worth getting all that, but if I'm not mistaken, I hear, I don't know, I haven't really paid that close attention to it, but apparently they actually do have 3 chest hairs on his chest, which is, I guess, kind of a very odd, specific, funny detail, but
Sounds like he's left the lab for the
I don't
day.
know.
Good time to work on my suit in private.
Really haven't paid that much attention to it. I don't think that's a very good payoff for collecting everything personally, but I don't think it's bad, but I just think it's like, that's probably something you should just get for completing the game, not for getting 100%. It just seems kind of funny. I will do all these towers though, because I do not see the use of going through this city blind. So I think unlocking all the towers is going to be on the agenda, but I'm not going to go out of my way to unlock them if they're in the proximity. And I'm going to need to unlock them to, you know, view mission areas and stuff like that.
Respond to a reported drug deal. Please mobilize toward Flatiron. Over.
this is a good game and all, but it's kind of makes me think, where can they go from here? I mean, some of the things that happen in this game, that's some of it like could have been sequel territory, and they just like plowed through it. So I don't know, to be honest. I'm kind of. I mean, they set up a lot of stuff for sequels, to explore in sequels, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting to think about what they could do, or what they're going to do, I suppose. Got him.
Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check. Wait a minute, what's that feeling? Do I miss him?
No.
I love how the music kind of speeds up as you're parkouring and swinging through the city. All these strings, and then the brass comes in right there. It's fantastic.
A break-in was just reported. Nearby officers, please proceed to the West Village.
That, and I haven't paid that much attention to this, and I think this is true. If anyone out there knows, correct me if I'm wrong. But it would seem that if someone calls Spider-Man, Aunt May, Mary Jane, or anyone like that ends up calling him, and he's swinging, he makes these kind of strained noises as he's swinging, which makes sense, because if you're talking to someone, you're not going to continue talking in a monotonous voice while you're swinging, or doing some very intensive sort of physical activity like that. I don't know if that's always the case, or if he's naturally, or if they naturally, or if that's just like the default sort of dialogue. But I would be very impressed if they actually recorded 2 or 3 sets of that dialogue, one strained as he's swinging and the other normal as he's walking. That would be so cool, and I would commend them for that. That's quite the attention to detail that no other game probably has, or not many games really want to do, or see the need to do.
Looks like Doc's gone for the night. Time to sneak in some spider work.
Be careful what you wish for.
Parker! Dr. Octavius!
Oh, that's...
What you got there?
Not awkward.
If I know you'd be here, I would have... What are you working on?
Oh, just a side project.
Of course. It's you.
I don't know what
you're... Oh, come on, Parker. It's obvious.
Just let me explain.
I only wish you told me sooner.
I wanted to, but I was afraid that if word got out, my family might be in danger.
Huh. Yes. I guess if you design his equipment, you're bound to be a target too.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is.
Yeah.
Designing his equipment.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe. Well, I'll leave you to it.
That should do it.
Oh. It's the same suit. This is so annoying.
same old me.
Not yet. Now it's a new suit.
Spider-Man, I think I figured out how Fisk's men are keeping his rackets running. Construction sites.
Wasn't that shut down when he was arrested?
No, it's one of his legitimate businesses. Multiple investors. We can't act without cause.
But now you've got that, right?
That's why I'm hoping you can keep an eye on the locations. Tell me if you see anything suspicious.
You got it. I'll be your nosy neighborhood Spider-Man.
Nosy neighbors. Let's see what we have here.
Awesome. Doc could be proud.
Let's see what all we have here.
You guys are new here, so let me give you.
Try to do this as stealthily as possible.
You do not want to be late with the shift. Ever. Boss works a tight shift. He does not like screw-ups. We had this guy with us. He decided to stop off for a drink on the way to a delivery. That was his last delivery. You know what I mean? We get paid well because we deliver. Every time, on time. Got it?
Sounds like something you'd hear at like a pizza delivery place, like the Pet Talk. Very, very foreboding. You know what?
Sleep it off.
I see him! Done now!
I'm ready for it. Plus, he's upgraded to the point where it's gonna be a walk in the park. The one thing I have noticed too, that it gets kind of annoying once I point it out, and if anyone's watching this, I apologize, because once you see this, you will not be able to unsee it, how Spider-Man only kicks. I do not recall, or nor do I remember seeing him punch while I am kicking, or while I'm pressing X. I mean, excuse me. Square.
Spider-Man, turns out we've busted 4 illegal firearms dealers within a 3-block radius of that site.
Gun running. Let's see what I can do to cut down the supply.
Oh. Yeah, he would have died. That would have been it.
Get these webs off me! Smoke them!
Let's see. Yes, it's Web Blossom. Love it.
Dang, looks like they called their buddies.
Tell you what I love even more? Not being forced to do that by a freaking tutorial and wasting it like that.
Oh, hey, more guys. Welcome to the party. House rules. Leave your shoes at the door. Unless you're not wearing socks, in which case, buy some socks already. You got Davey! Anyone want to surrender? No?
Don't think the the rocket would have fizzled out like that, but what do I know? Maybe it would. Since he's annoying, I wanted to do that to him. Ah. You want to do that one more time, RPG, just for posterity?
Place is locked down, Captain. Actually, webbed down.
And someone finally reported shots fired, so I've got officers inbound. Good work. Fisk has more construction sites throughout the city, vetting their fronts too. Keep an eye out, and report in if you see anything suspicious.
Okay. Report in if anything suspicious.
If I'm gonna find all of Fisk's construction sites, I should recalibrate my mapping software to be more accurate. Using a depth map post-process on photos of popular landmarks should do it, and I know just the one to start with.
Of course. Well, before I even go over there, I'm going to swing over here and get this tower. Otherwise, I'm going to be shooting in the dark. This tower is a little bit too far away for my taste.
Peter, good news. I think I smoothed things over with the grant committee. If Lance Corporal Texador's fitting tomorrow goes well, we should be okay.
That's fantastic, Doc. We're back on track.
Provisionally, as long as our little incident escaped the mayor's attention. You'll be at the fitting tomorrow?
Definitely. It'll go great. We're gonna change the world, Doc.
I'll settle for not starting any more fires. See you tomorrow, Peter. Here's to a successful day.
I really love the Dr. Octavius story. Almost makes him sort of more tragic what ends up happening to him in the game. You invest in him a little bit more, as opposed to him just being a misguided scientist or what have you. Very sad. And I think this game was written, or Dan Slott, a famous Spider-Man writer, recent one, he contributed a lot to this game, I think, and so I think some of the whole emotional stuff comes from him, I think, especially with Dr. Octavius. Let's see. Is that... I need to just... okay. Yeah, if it was going to be further away than this, I wasn't going to go get it.
It's all good, Spidey. Don't worry about it.
This is also some Batman Arkham inspired gadgetry. No, like I said, I don't know if I want to stream those. I kind of do, but not right now. Maybe some other time. They're so fun. Love those games. This game's up there. I don't think it surpasses them, but it's up there with them so far as good comic book games are concerned. Especially more original comic book games are concerned.
Good old Empire State. Man, I love this town. Time to grab a snapshot.
Oh, wrong one. Ta-da!
That'll do it. Map should be recalibrated now. Haven't done much photography since quitting the Bugle. Forgot how much I enjoy it. Should keep an eye out for more landmarks to shoot.
Yeah. I remember doing all those and all the extra ones too. That was fun.
It's Mr. Lee. Hello?
Peter, it's Martin Lee. I just wanted to let you know we need a little extra time to get set for May's party. I guess the cake delivery is stuck in traffic.
Oh, sure thing. Just let me know when you're ready and I'll swing by.
Great. Talk to you soon.
Okay, got some time to kill. Let's see what's happening out in the city.
Well, since I've already beat the game, there's really no need. Oh, okay, never mind. There is a side mission. Watch it be in one of these areas that I haven't even looked at yet. Yep. Let me see if I can make it there before they call me back to the feast shelter. I hope I'm able to get up there. I may not make it though. Storm in the castle. Which one is that? I think it's the Central Park one. Yeah, I think it's like some snoop or something. Find some criminals in Central Park doing criminal things. Because that's what they do. Ah, I could have got the book back. I'm not going to go back for it. New Game Plus and all that. I mean, the only thing that I would be remotely interested in doing with New Game Plus is leveling up, continuing to level him up, but I think he's got most of it leveled up anyway. But.
Hey Peter, we're all set for the party whenever you're ready.
Cool, I'm on my way.
Well, looks like I'm about to turn around and go back. Yeah, some of these I may not even stream doing the whole side mission and collectible stuff. I don't even know if I'm going to do all of them, to be honest. Because I think he's maxed out on everything, so there's no need to even do any side missions, really. I think I'm only going to do the ones that are like relevant story-wise, unless you have to get 100% completion, which if that's the case, I'm going to be slightly furious, but the Taskmaster missions I'm pretty sure I'm going to do, and but the pigeon missions I'm not going to do. The Harry Osborn clean up the city stuff, I'm not going to do those either. Most of the things that you unlock with those missions I've already got, so I do not see the purpose. It'll be interesting to see what other games Marvel is wanting to cook up.
Hi, Mr. Muggins. If this is about the rent...
Mr. Parker, this cold serves is your third and final one. Eviction proceedings.
Wait, I get paid at the end of the week. I get...
Eviction proceedings will start Friday unless full payment is received by close of business. Good day.
Yeah, good day.
Rent! YouTube is full of disturbing things, but one of the humorous things that I found where it was the YouTube poops, and specifically any Spider-Man YouTube poops. Usually they pull from the Sam Raimi movies because they are kind of quirky, essentially, but there have been plenty of funny ones. Anytime you use J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson in any scenario, you have me. In fact, I will refuse to accept anyone else in the role besides J.K. Simmons. He's fantastic as J. Jonah Jameson. Also, I tend to believe that if I ever ran a newspaper company, that would be me.
Mr. Lee's probably in the kitchen getting ready for the party.
This is kind of cool. I mean, you don't really see this sort of side of
You too.
things in the Spider-Man universe.
Hey guys, how's
Or at
the
least
game
in
going?
movies, maybe in comics, but
I'm winning.
Get this guy checked for dementia, Pete. I'm crushing him.
Well, the important thing is having fun.
I have a lot of fun whooping his ass.
And your dreams, crazy lady. Want a game, Pete? We play for peanuts.
No. Too rich for my blood. I'll leave you to it.
Hey, Peter. What's up?
Just dropping in.
of course, the whole Wilson Fisk fiasco on the news report. I'll get to it eventually. Oh, there's Martin Lee. I was completely oblivious
Mark,
as to
I'm
who
so sorry I'm late.
You were right on time.
Mr. Negative
Just
is,
keep her
but
distracted while we get everything ready.
I would like to see him in a movie.
Hey,
The
there's my
game.
favorite aunt.
It's very unoriginal
Peter?
in his
What a
boss
nice
battles. I will
surprise.
admit
Well,
that.
Yeah,
I like the
sure.
first one. The second boss
Oh,
battle I don't
there are
like.
some heavy
No,
boxes.
no. I mean, not yet. I mean, I came to, I just wanted to talk.
Okay. Okay.
I wonder
Peter.
if this game was
Are you in trouble?
in development
Do you need
before
money?
or after Spider-Man
I'm a little
Homecoming.
behind on my rent, but
It's
no,
interesting to see if that influenced
Girl problems
Aunt May's
again, huh?
age.
What? No, that's crazy.
I still wish you and MJ could work
Just
things
out
out.
of curiosity.
She's a
It
great
doesn't
girl.
She is.
matter to me.
The two of you would make some beautiful baby. Peter. What is it? Come on. You can tell me.
These past few years, you helping me through college and working here, sacrificing so much and asking for nothing. I just wish there were more people like you in the world.
He's right. 5 years ago, you walked in here and told me you were inspired by my mission to help others. Now it's you who inspires me. Thank you, May, for everything. Here's to many more years of service.
Stuff like this that the MCU TV shows could have
Thanks
really
again for setting all this
explored.
up.
Oh, I just wish I could do more.
Well, May's always told me if you help someone.
You help everyone. Maybe we should send May to City Hall to have a word with the mayor.
That phone ringing
I
actually
gotta
shakes the
run.
controller.
Thanks
It
again
startled
the
me there for a
party and
moment.
everything. It really means a lot. Voicemail from Yuri. Should check it outside.
It's also kind of funny. Yuri Watanabe is the
Hi, Pete. Your aunt's in the back, I think.
the police chief, obviously, but Yuri Lowenthal, I think, is the actor for for Peter Parker / Spider-Man. So that's kind of funny.
Peter, right?
Interesting.
Your aunt's been showing off baby pictures. Gloria, I'm new here.
Interesting
Spider-Man
coincidence, I
turned me on to
suppose.
this place.
Oh, right. I mean, great. How do you like it?
They're good people. I might stick around for a little while.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word.
Let's see. Don't know how much further I'm gonna go. I think. Let's see. Okay, I think I know where I'm gonna stop. It'll be after a pretty major event, but I think it'll be a good place to stop. I'll have to... This game is in acts, so this is the first act. It's very long, actually, even though I'm
Voicemail from Yuri.
almost halfway through it. So I know where the halfway point is, though.
Fisk's estate sale just tripped. Could you check it out? Quietly? I don't want to make a scene if it's nothing.
Fisk estate sale. Sounds fun.
Just stop making a
Wonder
scene.
what the Kingpin had hidden in his closets.
Oh yes, this is when we get here. This is the part where I will rant and rave a little bit. I don't have anything against playing as different characters in this game, but it's just one of these sort of moments, or these characters. It gets repetitive, it gets old, and it gets distracting.
Yeah, I had to get to the lab. Sorry.
Don't apologize. I just wanted to tell you how much what you said meant to me. I always wonder if I'm doing right by you.
Well, stop wondering. After losing my parents and Uncle Ben, there's so many times I would have fallen apart if not for you.
Rand Corporation.
That works both ways, Peter. I just
think it's Iron Fist, if I'm not mistaken.
May, I don't know what to say.
Oh, I think Mr. Lee needs my help. I should go. See you soon, dear. I love you.
Love you too.
Oh, that's water. Ooh. Even though I'm pretty sure the other one is going to be the key to this, but start somewhere. Uh-oh. There we go. I don't know how, if this guy even gets any sleep. Spider-Man, that is. I don't think he... Never mind, he does. I was trying to think if he actually... There's a scene where he actually rests in this game. I think there is. There's obviously scenes where he gets knocked out, but... I'm talking about actual voluntary rest. Not involuntary rest. That is the result of being punched or thrown around or somehow rendered unconscious. Okie dokie. Let's see what we have going on here.
Yuri said quietly. Better find a back way in.
Back way? Nah.
Would you look at that? Half the crime tower's back up already.
When Spider Cop's on the job, come hell or high water, the job gets...
Nope, nope, nope. Nope.
She'd never admit it, but the chief was warming up to Spider Cop. His casual disregard for by-the-book thinking was a breath of fresh air. She'd come around. Someday.
patience. Where is the file?
There's someone else here. They must
It's
have
very
taken
specific, but at least she knows what he's talking about.
Who are these guys?
There's no one here but us. We will find the file, or you will die.
This is bad. They'll kill her if I alert them. Need to pick them off silently.
Yuri, the silent alarm was legit. Masked gunmen and a single hostage. Looks like a heist in progress.
Copy that. Sending units your way. Keep the situation from getting worse in the meantime.
Can do. Gotta do this quietly. Don't want to alert the others.
Took you a minute, didn't it?
They always look so cozy whipped up like that.
This actually reminds me of the missions in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, in which you play as Spider-Man Noir, and the game specifically gave him web powers because I don't think he originally had them, and his missions in that game were solely based on that, on stealth and webbing up people and taking guards out without no one seeing, etc.
Someone's coming.
Though I will admit one of the one of the stronger suits of that game is how diverse all the Spider-Man were. Ultimate Spider-Man, you fought with the black suit, the symbiote, so that was kind of a major part of it. Amazing Spider-Man, you fight with webs, like he would do like web constructs, you know, web up mallets and fists and stuff and hit people with it. It's kind of fun. Then you had Spider-Man Noir, which was stealth.
Bad guys are getting ready to be bad.
And then you had the you go away. And then you have Spider-Man 2099, which was much more of much more of a actual like combat character. I'm so sorry if I keep repeating myself. It's because of this stupid
Literally didn't see that coming.
It's I get carried away in this and watch this, and also just because I lose my train of thought very easily, which is not a surprise.
Hey, what is that?
It's a camera. You should know what this is. You have one. Unless you use your phone.
This totally belongs to...
Don't move.
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move...
He'd be unconscious.
Hey, Pete.
MJ? What are you doing here?
Same as you. Working. At least, I was.
Oh, I think this is yours.
Yeah, thanks.
So, Robbie's got you covering a break-in for the Bugle?
Well, Robbie doesn't technically know I'm here. And it wasn't a break-in until a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh?
Let me explain.
And this is one of the stupidest parts of the game, is this 15 minutes earlier. This happens so many freaking times in this game that it becomes annoying and just absolutely infuriating. I mean,
Excuse me.
I would much rather have played as her like during those moments so that you don't cut away and say, oh, 15 minutes earlier. No, just show me this happening beforehand, let me play as it, and then when Spider-Man comes there, you already know what's happening.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry.
And then she can explain it real quick, and then, you know, you have some context. Maybe sometimes she would actually be a little bit, you know,
Hey, Craig?
economic with the truth.
No, sorry,
you know.
just...
I
It
don't
looks
know.
like we're gonna have to run something else on the cover.
That was the LA Noir
I
reference,
don't
by the
know,
way, if you didn't catch that.
Maybe the expressionist piece?
You know what? I think I can make today work.
Are you sure?
You're here. No moment like the present.
Thank you. Craig? Never mind. We're good.
Let's get started.
Up.
Look around and familiarize yourself with the items. I'll be waiting by the Baku statue when you're ready to begin.
Can do. Fisk cut Peter open like a pork sausage with this the first time they fought. Pete got away, collapsed in my yard half dead, and I had to steal my dad's car to drive him to the ER. The first of many Nurse MJ moments. Too many. I get why Peter does it, but I never totally loved the heroes hiding behind masks thing. Feels like part of being a hero is standing behind your actions. Being willing to say, yeah, that was me. That's the sort of hero I'd want to be, at least.
Yeah, Wilson Fisk definitely has a thing for Japanese culture and artifacts and such.
Bet Fisk saw himself in this. A great man willing to do what others wouldn't. Dude had no self-awareness.
Or maybe he did, and you just don't know it. Oh. Symkaria. That comes back in the game. They are the news. I think they're a neighbor to Latveria, if I'm not mistaken.
Sometimes I feel like the whole history of the world is just boys playing dress-up, getting into fights.
Close enough.
I remember when Fisk started illegally importing artifacts like this. He bought the local harbor to cover his tracks and laid off the old staff, including my dad. Wish Dad was here now to see how the tables have turned.
This is also plays a major role in sort of,
So much tension between these two figures.
I don't know, very artistic expression of, I guess, Spider-Man versus Kingpin. Kind of interesting.
Kyoto. So beautiful. Part of me wishes I could drop everything and travel the world. But life and work are here.
She's sitting there fantasizing about traveling the world. Never mind. Some people just want to get out of their home.
Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Sounds good. What did Fisk call this? Vanessa?
That's interesting, because Vanessa's a woman in the comics, so I guess here they changed it to a cello, and it was owned by Benito Mussolini. There's a joke there that I'm tempted to make about a specific elected leader and his appropriation of a term used by a fascist dictator during World War II, but I'm not going to go there. I think we all know who I'm talking about.
Always hated this cane. So tacky.
Tacky? That's got a ruby at the top of it. I'd walk around with that thing if I had it. Every day. Uh-oh. There's another one.
Brought hidden crimes to light. We got an old school investigative journalist over here. I like her.
Alrighty.
Starting with the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kakemon Baku.
Oh, beautiful. It's a Mifune?
Correct. Mr. Fisk has exceptional taste.
Did you know him well before his arrest?
In a professional context. I handled many of his sales. Let's move on, please. Now this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect.
The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk liked this piece. Definitely his style.
Like how
He loves
NJ
the
is just
duality.
fluffing this up.
Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
Was there ever anything irregular in any of the sales you handled for him?
No. No, of course
Very
not.
direct.
Not that I was aware of. Notice the intricate gold inlay on this ceremonial tea set.
It's just... A friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods.
I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange.
You know what? I'm actually running short of time.
Uh.
Why don't we grab the cover photo while we can?
When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar.
Just the photo, please. Stand right there.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to say, maybe off the record, regarding Fisk's activities?
I don't think your readers would have any interest in... Damn it. Wait here, please.
Wait. I recognize that statue. I gotta get a photo. Got it.
Greg, I'll call you back. My dear, I think it's time for you to go.
My dear, she's probably
could I
almost her
use the restroom
age.
real quick?
Then again, I
Fine.
call...
Follow me.
That's not too weird, I suppose. I call people who are older than me son.
Lovely space. It is. And this will be the last time
I don't
you
know
see
why
The ladies
it's
is around the corner.
interesting.
Be quick.
Maybe it's a superiority
You're
complex I've got. But it's kind of funny when I think about it. I don't call everyone that, but I've called family members son, and they're like,
Hello,
yeah,
Craig. Funny you
20
should
years older
call.
than I am. So
Because the reporter you sent is clearly not working the puff piece.
must
we
be a
agreed
southern
upon.
thing.
No, she's here now.
I've got to get into that back room. If that statue is what I think it is, this just turned into a huge story.
What do you mean he had to reschedule?
Quiet.
If she's not your reporter, who is she, Craig? Who is in my auction house? Oh my god. No, I do not trust you to fix this. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is have Miss Investigative Journalist arrested. And the second thing I'm going to do is collect your head, Craig.
Dang, she's pissed.
It is most definitely a threat. Uh-huh.
Pete told me about this. Fisk used it to hide evidence. Why didn't the cops take it? I know this statue opens. But how? I wonder if there are any clues in here. He's holding something. Statue can move. Most common pose is latent power. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. That's the Neo behind them. But it looks different. Maybe these pieces move. catalog mentioned 2 poses. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm. Nice. So close. But a piece is missing. I've seen these before. That's it. Norman Osborn. What is this? Devil's breath. What is devil's... What the...
Excuse me, sir. You can't be...
Not good.
Where's the statue?
In there.
把文件找出来。
I was on my way to the exit when I saw you.
You're lucky to be alive.
Says the guy I saved 5 minutes ago. Listen, whoever these masked guys are, they're after this file. But I'll never get it out of here while the place is swarming with them.
Right. Okay, you hide back there. I take out the bad guys. You make a break when it's clear.
Sounds like a plan. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny. It's exactly how I pictured it.
Did she change her perfume? Focus, Pete, focus.
Yes. All right. Of course.
Should clear these guys out before I push forward.
Okay, Pete. I'm hidden near the front. Give the word and I'll make a break for it.
Will do. How about that file? What's in it that these guys want so bad?
Notes on something called Devil's Breath. Fisk was hired to build a secret research lab for it. Not clear what Devil's Breath is, but it seemed to scare Fisk. He compares it to Pandora's box.
Not much shook Fisk. We need to get you and that file out of here. Hang tight. There we go. Okay, room is clear. Gotta stay silent. Keep it tight, Pete.
刚刚那是什么鬼？他来了，要保持警惕。他在哪儿？
Easy does it.
等等，我听到有声音。
That's all of them.
No! Let me go!
MJ.
Stop!
No. Hide!
Not cool with the hostage-taking, guys. Whoa, what is up with that glowy stuff on your hands? Are you guys ghosts? Never fought a ghost before. I mean, I've fought specters, but, you know, technically, specters aren't ghosts. All ghosts are specters, but not all specters are ghosts. You know what I mean? Huh? Daily cardio? Check. Huh. Looks antique. I think I know someone who could help track down where this came from. A job for later.
I just talked to Craig. You are not the reporter he was sending. You don't even work for Heritage Arts.
Never said I did. Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Daily Bugle.
You will not write a word of what you saw
For the
here.
record, what do you know about the file those masked men stole?
I don't...
What about the long history of stolen goods Fisk has laundered at this auction house?
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney.
We got 211 in transport. Heading down to Men's Central. A couple of suspects down here.
Mix. Like the last 6 months never happened? Since when did Mix become Italian?
No idea, but I'm still glad he makes these fries.
Totally. Best in the city.
So, how's the grind at the Bugle?
Well, I just got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called antics tonight. So it looks like I'll be meeting with the legal team. Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So, creepy mask guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city. What's your take?
I feel like there's a bigger story there. Let's not make this all about business. How's it going with you? Did you get that promotion?
No, but we're on the cusp of something really big.
You know Oscorp would hire you in a heartbeat, right? One phone call to Harry.
Sure, but Dr. Octavius's work will help millions. I'm right where I want to be, right where I should be.
Almost sounds like it's more important than your other job. I've never heard you talk like that before.
A lot can change in 6 months.
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
You know, just dinner between friends.
Friends. Is that what we are?
Well, maybe we could be, you know, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah, sure, but is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys, and raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Saved by the siren.
Talk to you later.
Go.
Love seeing you two together again. You always were my favorites.
me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
Yeah, well, guess it didn't take.
No worries. Herman's just a big cupcake. I'll have him back in Rikers by bedtime. Just had dinner with my ex after saving her from masked criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people. What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.